everyone, Tiara here with Gypsyfae Creations. Thanks so much for tuning in. Today's soap is inspired by the dandelion. Oftentimes it is considered a weed, but it is also a very amazing herb. And I have recently got into oil infusions. And in the spring, I picked a whole bunch of dandelions and I put them in some olive oil. And they've been sitting for a few months, so I've strained them and I've actually incorporated that olive oil into the soap. So it's a very special soap, very limited edition. And there are going to be a whole bunch of other different botanicals, floral botanicals that will accompany the dandelion in this soap. So I have just mixed together my lye solution, which is water, sodium hydroxide lye, tussa silk, and sodium lactate, into my oils that also has coconut milk powder and kaolin clay. I'm going to whisk this together because I'm going to be working in some layers and I want to do a sculpted layer first. So I'm going to try and keep this very fluid. So I've poured off some of the batter into this cup, and this is going to be my sculpted layer. I'm going to color in some Enchanted Forest by Mad Micas and mix that up. My fragrance is called Dandelion and Pear, and it is by Nature's Garden. And it has notes of dandelion, wildflowers, pear, green tea leaves, aloe, and musk. Give this a little mix. In the rest of my batter, I am going to add a little bit of titanium dioxide that has been dispersed in water. I'm also going to add some ground chamomile or chamomile powder in here. And then I have some calendula that will also be stirred in. And then of course my fragrance. So let's give that a mix. Pineapple vibes from the top of this soap. So I thought instead of using, dandelions on top of this soap, because they don't look the prettiest when they're dried and they don't really stand up very well when put on cold processed soap, I have these yellow straw flowers that I bought off a shop on Etsy, and I'll leave a link. I bought a whole bunch of different colors, so you'll be seeing them quite often, but I picked out the yellow one specifically for this soap. And I also have some melt and pour leaves that I'm going to stick on the side of each one like so. And of course I'll put some glitter on here because I think it needs some. So that is the top of the soap. Earlier in the year, I don't know, I've always been interested in identifying plants, and Bradley and I like to go on hikes and walks and such, and I'm always trying to, even if I don't mean to, if I see a plant, I like call out what it is. And there are just some things that I don't know. So I bought a book, and it's all about medicinal herbs and uses for them. And so I've been doing a little research of just everyday like plants and flowers that I see like around my region. Dandelions. You might not think they have much use, but they actually have so many uses, and I thought, why not make a dandelion soap with all the dandelions in our backyard? Now they're really good for bees, so I try to leave some for the bees, but Bradley was just about to cut the back lawn, and I was like, well, they're gonna be killed anyway. So I picked them all. Make sure if you're going to use dandelions that you rinse them and that they have no pesticides on them. I did dry them and infuse them in the oil before I actually used them. I have to count this because these are a little bit bigger than I expected. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. We're good on this one. That one, I don't know, there were some really big leaves on there. It caused me trouble. So yeah, make sure they aren't growing along a roadside or anything, or you know, if you have animals, you don't want to use those. But these were perfectly growing dandelions in the backyard, and I thought there was something I had to do with them. So I did a little research of how to infuse oils and learned a lot of stuff from this book as well. Dandelions are often used in like culinary and medicinal purposes. I've never eaten one before. I kind of remember picking them as a child over my grandmother's house. I think she used to make like a dandelion tea with them. I've also heard dandelion wine, and I know every part of them is edible, from the root to the stem to the flower and the leaves. Who would have known? I've seen them in salads, I've seen them in herbal coffees and teas. I've never had dandelion wine. Now I want to try it. Don't know where to get that from, don't want to make it either. They're said to have many advantages in bath and body products, and medicinally they contain so many different minerals and vitamins. So happy to learn as much as I can on dandelions. I have picked some other things and infused them. Last year I picked a whole bunch of jewelweed and I made a tea out of them and froze the tea in cubes and made soap out of them. Great, apparently, for poison ivy. Haven't had to use it, knock on wood. And I don't necessarily want to sell a lot of these things that I'm making. It really is just experimenting and using, you know, around the house or for family and friends. Not gonna do too many videos on them. You might find a few things in the shop. I do have some purple dead nettle and calendula and some oil. Thought about making some salves. So who knows what I'll come up with, but it's fun to experiment and learn about all the different things that are growing around you and what they can be used for. And that is where this idea for the soap came about. So I'm going to go ahead and just stick all of these leaves on here, and then I will probably put some glitter on and spray it with a rubbing alcohol, and I'll bring you guys in for a close-up. After 24 hours, I'll come and cut it, and you guys will see that, of course, as well. Alright, time to cut it. Gotta be careful of these flowers, but they're easily moved out of the way. So let's see how it turned out. I love it. Love it. Oh, it's just so bright and cheery, yet it has a bit of an all-natural touch to it, and it just reminds me of summer. Love it. Can't wait to use these flowers again. I like how they stay the color they are, and they're just so pretty. They look so real. You can even tell that they're dried because they keep their color so well. So this soap is going to be available on July 24th. So many awesome soaps coming out this month. I have so many favorites. I can't even pick one. And a lot of high top soaps this month. So I guess I'm making up because in June I didn't have that many. Look at that, you guys. I love the sculpted layer look in there and the calendula leaves and that icing and how it's two different colors. So pretty. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and you enjoyed watching soap making. And if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them for me in the comment section down below. Love chatting with you guys, and I can answer any questions as best as I can. And I hope, well, until next time, I hope you guys have a very nice day. I will smell you later.